Getting into this episode of GH, I'm not even gonna lie to you. If I was Lucas, I don't blame him for coming in the way that he came in to pay that dinner bill for Ava, because I would have been laughing my ass off. Like, that's my girl and all. I love me some Ava, but I would have been laughing hard, like hysterically laughing. Because I'm like, how you got all this money and now all of a sudden you don't? I'm like, that is crazy. And that Mater D was treating them like pure D trash. I'm like, sir, ain't nobody trying to dine and dash on you. Like, calm down. Like, he was just treating them like they was some straight up hoodlums. Um, so I'm confused about this whole divorce settlement situation. So the Cassadines have apparently yanked away Ava's divorce settlement, took the whole settlement back. How is that possible? I'm confused on how that's possible because her and Nicholas been finalized that divorce and all of that stuff is in her account. How would the Cassadines have access to just take that back like that? It was a divorce settlement. It was signed. It was agreed upon. It's a legal document. How the hell could they just take everything back from her? Like, how could they just go into her account and take all that money? Like, how is that possible? That's what I'm confused about. And what Cassadine took it? I don't see Nicholas taking that back. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's in prison. I don't see him decide, no, I'm just going to take the settlement back. And that's not how divorces work. You can't just take back a settlement. And if this is a different Cassadine, how the hell do the Cassadines have access to just... I don't even know why I'm even questioning this, because it's the Cassadines. They got access to do whatever the hell they want to do, I guess. And I'm also confused about Windermere. Because when Lulu and Dante were at Windermere, all that furniture was still there. All the Cassadine heirlooms, all that stuff was still there. Ava sold that place months ago. So my guess is a Cassadine had to have bought it. Or bought it from whoever she sold it to. Because remember, we still don't even know who she sold it to. I guess it was some type of developer or consortium or whatever. So they purchased it. So I'm guessing if the Cassadines are back in play, then that means they must have purchased it, repurchased it from whoever she sold it to. Because all that furniture shouldn't even still be there. She sold that place months ago. You would think all that furniture would be in storage or something. And it's all still there as if somebody lived there. But Ava need to call her attorney. Because ain't none of this making no sense. Because there's no way Ava shouldn't be able to still have money to pay her dinner bill, seeing as how she had money prior to this divorce. She always had her own money. You know what I'm saying? She might not have been filthy rich, like wealthy, but she was always well off. So it's kind of weird that she has nothing. So you mean tell me she has no cash whatsoever? Ain't no way in the world they just emptied her account. Like, she need to handle that. So anyway, speaking of Dante and Lulu, I don't blame Lulu for tearing up Windermere, because I don't think anybody ever searched Windermere since Valentine left. So I'm glad she searched it at the very least. But I definitely agree with Dante. If she was there looking for any type of hint of where Valentine may have taken Charlotte, she was barking up the wrong tree. Because I'm like, Valentine hasn't lived in that house in quite some time. Since Nicholas came back and reclaimed it, he hasn't lived there. So there would be nothing there, And I'm pretty sure she don't know about Valentine's new house yet. Otherwise, she probably would have went there. But even if she went to Valentine's new house, she more than likely still wouldn't have found a clue there either. So I get where Lulu coming from. It is frustrating. Here she is back awake and her daughter is still missing. She don't know where her daughter is. It's very frustrating. So I get her, And I'm glad Dante at least volunteered to help her tear the place up and try to find something. But Lulu, I think she's always going to have some type of guilt over what happened to Sam, because she's there, Sam's not, and Sam made an ultimate sacrifice for her. But she gonna have to take that guilt away, because I agree with Dante. Sam didn't do anything Sam didn't want to do. And she did it because she was being kind. You know what I mean? She was being generous. So at the end of the day, what happened to Sam has nothing to do with Lulu. That's not on Lulu. So she need to get that out of her mind. Like, I don't blame Dante with wrestling with guilt. You know what I'm saying? Like, Dante has a lot of emotions going on right now. Of course, he's grieving and sad that Sam's gone, but he's also happy that Lulu's back, naturally. I mean, of course he's going to be happy. Who wouldn't be? But In due time, I think they'll figure out their situation and what's gonna happen with them, and what's gonna happen with Rocco. Um, Cause I know it's a lot for Lulu to take in right now. All these changes that's been going on and whatnot. I'm still ready for her to find out about Anna shooting Charlotte. That's what I'm really ready for her to find out about. Cause I want to see her reaction on that. It ought to be hilarious. Cause I know she probably gonna go off on Anna ass, even though it was Charlotte's little fault. But still, Lulu not gonna take it that way. Um, I'm curious about this cassadine business because if Nicholas isn't coming back, who's the cassadine coming back in that drain Ava's account? Like, I'm really curious about this shit right now. Like, insanely curious. Like, could Alexis have done that? I mean, she do have some legal know-how being a lawyer. Maybe she pulled some strings and got that divorce settlement back. Who knows? Because Alexis is pretty pissed with Ava at this point, so I wouldn't put it past her to try to pull some strings to, mess with Ava. I wouldn't be surprised. Because Alexis got two sides to her. She got Alexis and she got Natasha. Like, don't make Natasha pop out. But anyway, moving on from that. Drew is such a smug bastard. Like, even when everybody saw that tape, that video, he was still so smug and arrogant. Yo, Tracy and Ned, their reaction to it was freaking hilarious. The way they were busting out laughing was so funny. Because at the end of the day, everybody in that mansion got some dirt. You know what I'm saying? Everybody in that mansion hands are not clean. But I don't blame Tracy and Ned for lashing out at Drew the way that they did. Because at the end of the day, it's so funny how Drew's sitting there talking about, oh, he want Ned and Tracy to stay out his life. If you want Ned and Tracy to stay out your life, then get the hell out the mansion. It's that simple. Move out. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way they're going to stay out your life. Trust me, I'm pretty sure Ned and Tracy don't want you in their lives no more than you want them in yours. Trust me. And Tracy made it plain and simple to him. She was like, listen, you want us out your life? Cool. Go to DC, move out the mansion, leave us alone. And leave PC. And we won't leak that video. Like, Tracy was dead serious. But I get where Olivia and them coming from because I do agree. I mean, leaking that video is fun in the moment. It sounds fun to mess with Drew, but he's not the only person to consider in this. Like, you still got the kids to consider. And Scout just lost her mother and stuff. The last thing she need is a sex video of her daddy, all up in the public and people, and the kids at school picking on her and all that type of stuff. She don't need that drama right now. You know what I'm saying? So I totally get where Olivia was coming from, and I am happy Michael made that decision not to leak that video, because I'm pretty sure if that video somehow leaks, it ain't got nothing to do with Michael, because Michael got his own kids to think about, and I'm pretty sure Wiley is in school as well, so you know what I'm saying? Like, he's worried about their well-being, because I'm pretty sure it's not stopping Michael from wanting to take Drew down, though. He's gonna find a way, but you don't have to leak that video to the public. And for Drew to sit there and so arrogantly tell Michael, oh, you don't know nothing about me and Willow. How you gonna tell that man what he don't know about his own wife? Like, really? You that arrogant? Like, he's a smarmy piece of crap. Like, he really is. And I love that, even though Tracy, because she got her own little personal feelings about Michael, but I love that she had Michael back. You know what I'm saying? Like, she, was like, listen, I'm willing to play nice for his sake. I like how people rallied around him and whatnot, because Drew was wrong for what he did. Willow was wrong. You know what I mean? And yeah, Michael, he was wrong for what he did with Sasha, because Sasha was working my nerve a little bit too, because she was sitting there telling BLQ and Chase, oh, I can't believe Willow would do that to Michael, would cheat on him. I'm like, Sasha, now is not the time for you to be giving your 2 cents. You walking around pregnant with this man child. You really want to add your 2 cents to this? I'm just saying, you might want to button that up. Chase is better than me, I will say that much. Like, he's a much better person than me. The fact that he's showing so much grace in all of this, because I would have been laughing my ass off if I was Chase. Because mind you, Willow cheated on him when they were together. So I would have been laughing. I wouldn't be showing no sympathy towards Willow or Michael at this point. So Chase is definitely better than me. But for him and BLQ to walk around like they the perfect couple, and BLQ talking about, oh, well, I don't cheat because I'm a Cerulo. So I'm like, baby, you're a Cerulo, but you're also a Quartermain too. And she's definitely keeping a secret. So she might not want to judge Willow too harshly, seeing as how she's keeping her little secret. And Sasha really can't judge either because of what she out here doing. So neither of them are in a position to judge. I'm just saying. Gio, he need to go play his violin because he was working my nerve too. Oh, Drew's a dead man when Uncle Sonny finds out about this. Sir, ain't nobody worried about that little pint-sized midget. We are not worried about the angry mobster right now. He's the least of our concern. Okay? Like, we got drama going on right now. We ain't worried about how Sonny feels about this. Who cares? Like, he's such a Sonny kiss ass. Wait till Uncle Sonny finds out. Why don't you go outside before you practice your violin, and why don't you text him and let him know what's going on since you're so concerned about his wrath? Like, go blow on that horn and go be quiet. So sick of him. Like, just go. I'm glad, Trina and Jocelyn decided to leave too, because I'm like, you know what? This don't concern y'all. Y'all got your own life to live. I'll leave this drama to them. I'm not surprised that Carly was in Mama Bear mode. Like, Carly was giving it to Willow, lashing out at her, and I loved how she lashed out at Drew and let him know that he finally got somebody to put him first. I was giving it to Carly today because I was like, okay, Carly, I see you, because that shit had me laughing because she wasn't lying. That's all he worried about. Oh, you always choosing Jason over me. Well, you finally got a woman to choose you over others, so you finally came in first. You should be happy. Tracy was hilarious as always when she was gloating to Nina about what happened between Willow and Drew and the fact that Nina was getting close to Drew and messing around with him. That shit was hilarious. I do agree with Carly though. I feel like Willow was definitely trying to gaslight Michael, talking about, oh, you recorded it. Oh, so why would you show the video now? I was looking at Willow like, were you not in the same room? Like, he's not the one who showed the video. Tracy's the one who accidentally showed it. He didn't show it. Just like her, he wanted to wait until after the holidays to confront her about this. So she need to calm that down. But I will give Nina credit. I will say this about Nina, because I was totally on Nina's side when they got back to the gatehouse and Nina immediately went into defense mode. Like, she immediately went into offense. It was like, listen, you need to go upstairs, pack a bag for you and the kids quickly, and let's go. Because she wasn't lying. Michael has the law on his side. Like, he has both connections with both sides of the law. You know what I'm saying? This is not a winnable thing for Willow. So I'm glad that, Nina had her back. And Nina was like, listen, for the kids' sake, you need to, let's go. Because Nina knew what time it was. She knows how Michael and Carly are. And she know that it's only a matter of time before he files for divorce and for full custody and pretty much takes the kids from her. Like, Nina knows how they operate. So I'm not mad at Nina for trying to, jump in there and get Willow to see, like, now you need to come on. But at the same time, I don't see Michael, taking the kids away from Willow. I don't see him doing all that. Filing for divorce on her, I see him doing that, but taking the children, I don't see him doing that. But also, I don't know how long this little alliance is going to last between Nina and Willow, because, mind you, Willow don't even know that Drew and Nina were hunching. She don't even know that they were messing around. So I'm pretty sure once she find that little information out, it's definitely going to dampen their relationship. I'm not surprised that Carly popped up and was like, oh, you wouldn't be trying to take Michael's kids away from him. I'm not surprised. That's typical Carly. I'm not shocked. I don't blame Carly for lashing out at Willow, but at the same time, Michael's a grown man. She need to fall back a bit and let him figure this whole legal thing out. Like, if he wants to go through with a divorce and what he wants to do as far as custody, she need to let him handle that. He a grown man. Let him do him. She just needs to back off of it and just be there to support, and that's it. But it's gonna be messy. It's gonna be some mess. I wonder how they're gonna write Michael out, though. That's what I'm curious about. I don't see them killing, I don't see them killing him off, but I wonder how they're going to write him. Moving on from that, I'm so glad that Trina went to go see Kai. And I love the fact that she wanted to know more about his life. You know what I'm saying? His passion, football and stuff. Even though she's not a big football person, she wanted to know like why he loved it so much. You know what I'm saying? Like she wanted to get introduced into his space, his world. And I think he was impressed by that, and I think he liked that. You know what I'm saying? Like she wants to know more about his passions and what he loves and stuff. You know, I think that was pretty dope. I'm loving them. Like I could definitely see them as a couple and whatnot. Like I'm loving where that's going. You know, I'm glad she finally cooled down on him a bit. You know, and she want to present the presentation with him. So I think that's pretty dope too. I love how they're hitting it off. Like I'm a big fan of what's going on between them because it's a slow burn and I like the chemistry with them. And it's about time Trina started to move on with her life. A part of me, I'm surprised that Dex is getting killed off, but then another part of me is not surprised because I feel like after Dex stopped working for Sonny, I feel like they had no real story for him, which is crazy because I feel like there's a lot of story to tell with Dex. They just didn't tap into it, but it sucks for the actor to be leaving, but at the same time, if they're not going to utilize him and they're just going to waste him, you might as well just write him out. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad that they finally put the character out of his misery because they weren't doing anything with Dex. He became a day player pretty much. It's sad, but that's what they reduced him to. Because I could have thought of a bunch of different storylines for Dex. Like he has his uses. You know what I'm saying? If you get creative with him. Ain't this like the second boyfriend of Jocelyn's to die? Damn, you could tell her and Michael are related because pretty much damn near every woman Michael been with done died too. That's crazy. It's a damn curse. You sure Helena didn't put no voodoo on them too? Like, I'm just saying. Like, how y'all got boyfriend and girlfriends that just be dying on you all the time? It's kind of weird. Like, I wouldn't want to date neither one of them if death gonna be knocking at my door. Absolutely not. They really do need to check the hospital surveillance footage, though. I will say that. They need to check that hospital footage because I'm pretty sure Cyrus slipped up into that room and off Dex. You know what I'm saying? To eliminate him as a potential witness. Because remember, Dex could spot him, point out that he was at the hospital the night Sam died. And I knew Cyrus wasn't going to let him live. I knew he wasn't. He got to tie up loose ends, and I believe that's exactly what he did. Because even Elizabeth is starting to wonder, like, what the hell is going on? Because she was like, this is the second time that somebody made it through a surgery and should have been okay, and now they're gone. Like, she sees something fishy going on. Like, they really do need to check that footage. I'm just saying, because that's not normal. Like, somebody up in there offing your patients. Because God knows if I was a patient at that hospital, I would skid fucking daddle. I'm just saying, I would be out. Ain't no way in the world. Ain't no way I would stay up in there. Like, your patients is in here dying. They coming in for routine surgeries and they not coming out. So that's a problem for me. I enjoyed this episode. This was actually a pretty good episode. I enjoyed this. This was a lot of mess. And I was here for every bit of the mess. But anyway, peace.